Welcome to PeakSoft. In this video, we will see how to set up inventory masters, make transactions and check reports of all transactions within inventory. Items setup is the most fundamental master setup in whole inventory transactions, which include purchase and sales of goods and services. To set up, go to the following link: Inventory, Masters, Items. Each stock item has other associated masters like units, category, locations and tax types. These masters are created before stock items masters are created. Item code is used internally in FinAccount to uniquely identify the stock item. Category, units are values already created by their corresponding masters. Each and every item has GST tax rate mentioned in the item rate field. Based on the rate, all the GST tax types are automatically selected from the back-end server and associated with the item. Provide all necessary details and click on Add. This is the way to enter into FinAccount's system the huge number of stock items. In batch mode, go to the link Inventory, Import, Stock, and download the sample stock import file. Add all your stocks as per sample format and upload the file to Finish Stock Import by clicking on Import button. This is the composition formulae of finished goods with respect to input material. Follow the link Inventory, Masters, Bill of Material. Please save all necessary details. Work center is the location where manufacturing goods are produced using raw materials. Follow the link Inventory, Masters, Work center. Raw materials are transferred from received locations to this work center. Save all the details necessary when customer places order to the company. Work order is raised in the FinAccount system. Follow the link Inventory, Masters, Work order. Work order is a workflow that helps track finished goods as well as purchase materials in terms of their number of stock as well as batch number from purchase orders to sales orders. Every work order internally helps raise work order issue of purchase materials. Follow the link Inventory, Masters, Work order issue. When work order for purchase material is issued, raw material is transferred from input locations to work center. In this process, inventory of raw material as well as finished goods are changed and tracked as per locations. Add all necessary details like issue date, location, work center, etc. When work order is completed, it generates the finished goods, sales stock, and finished good inventory is built up. Follow the link Inventory, Masters, Sales stock. Check all your manufactured goods and select quantity, location and date. The following is the list of work orders. To go to this list, follow the link Inventory, Report, Work order details. From the list of work order is issued for each type of purchase materials which are in different locations, so that they can be transferred to work center. Purchase order is the first step towards supplier invoice workflow. Before entering purchase orders in the system, user needs to create stock item master and supplier master. User should go to link Inventory, Transaction, Per entry. Enter all necessary details and also Create items, add goods, or add services is required. Click on Tax Summary and then click on Process. Once purchase order is raised, user should track the invoice by clicking on the link. Inventory Report Outstanding PO. This shows the list of all purchase orders irrespective of supplier and date which are not yet processed when goods are received. When goods are received, user needs to enter in the system Goods Received Note, GRN, or Purchase Order Delivery By. Clicking on the button under Receive column. Once any PO item is GRN processed, it is removed from the list of outstanding PO. After GRN process is completed, supplier invoice can be initiated against the purchase order delivery, GRN. Please follow the report of purchase transactions from the link. Inventory Report Purchase Transactions, and select GRNs in Type Selector box to look for the list of GRNs completed. All the necessary information for purchase invoice are automatically pulled from associated purchase order and GRN. Follow the link. Inventory Transaction Direct Purchase Invoice. All user needs to do is to verify invoice metadata and stock level details and totals before processing the invoice. The item details are exactly same as GRN items in numbers. Invoice details show the total taxable value and GST amount. After successful processing of purchase invoice, user is redirected to list of invoices added so far. User can follow the link to manage purchase invoices from Inventory Report Purchase Transactions. Each invoice can be viewed, edited, deleted. User can add debit note for given invoice by clicking on the debit note button to adjust or return or write off any stock items with invoice amount if needed. This flow is used when user don't have PO and GRN process or before invoice is to be entered in the system. Purchase order and GRNs are already completed. Follow the link. Inventory Transactions Direct Purchase Invoice. User needs to select supplier, delivery address, and date in the invoice, and manually add goods and/or service in the items. The FinAcct system internally creates purchase order and GRNs based on the invoice stock items and other metadata. This helps inventory build up of the stock items mentioned in the invoice before sales workflow starts. User should create required customers masters with necessary details. Follow the link. Inventory Transactions Sales Order. Sales order is the first step which registers the details of sales metadata and stock items to be sold to customers. Add all details necessary. Click on Tax Summary and then click on Process. Sales Order Report is found from the link Inventory Report Sales Order. Against each row of sales order, user can edit, delete and take report exported into PDF format. Next operation of sales flow is to add delivery note against each sales order. This adds to actual inventory changes of the stock item to be dispatched. Follow the link. Inventory Transactions Direct Sales Delivery. This is same as sales order and the values are auto-populated from the given sales order. User needs to just add proper stock quantity which is going to be actually delivered to customer. Based on the new numbers of each stock, delivery challenge values will also change from what was specified in the sales order. Final step of the sales workflow is to add invoice into the system. Based on the actual sales delivery process explained, user should follow the link. Inventory. Report. Sales delivery. To check all the sales delivery made to the customer, user can search sales delivery by customer name or between date ranges, etc. User can edit, delete and add invoice against any delivery entry. When user clicks on Add Invoice button, it will open the sales invoice form, which is same as sales order form, with the same sales metadata like customer name and other information. Sales invoice will have its own date, delivery information, delivery state code, etc. Invoice stock items will be same as delivery note stock details. After successful processing of invoice, user can track the invoice and take report in the PDF format from sales invoice list, which is available at link. Inventory. Report. Sales transactions. With type sales invoice, credit note column has link to add credit note for a given invoice to adjust or write off any stock item against sales invoice if needed. When sales order and sales delivery note is not entered in the FinAcct system, company can have direct sales invoice to start the sales workflow. Follow the link. Inventory. Transactions. Direct sales invoice. Add all required details. The system internally generates the sales order and corresponding delivery note based on sales invoice data. After sales order and sales delivery is generated in the system, invoice is made ready. This captures the advance amount received against any service or goods to be rendered, sold to a customer. Follow the link. Inventory. Transactions. Advance sales receipt. It captures the transaction in terms of stock items, their price and GST amount, etc. In future, FinAcct gives option to add invoice against this advance sales receipt. To reorder stock items, go to Inventory. Select Transactions. Click Reorder. Add all details necessary. To check report for outstanding purchase order, go to the following link. Inventory. Reports. Outstanding purchase order. You can search according to location, item, date range, etc. To check report for purchase transaction, go to the following link. Inventory. Reports. Purchase transactions. You can search according to supplier, date range, type, etc. To check report for sales transaction, go to the following link. Inventory. Reports. Sales transactions. You can search according to customer, date, type, etc. To go to input payment, follow the link. Inventory. Reports. Input payment. You can check if the payment has been made or not. To make a payment, click on the icon below Add Payment. Fill up all details necessary, and click on Save to generate invoice. To go to output payment, follow the link. Inventory. Reports. Output payment. You can check if the amount has been deposited. and GST payment has been made or not. To make a deposit, click on the icon below Deposit and click on Save to generate invoice of deposit made. GST payment is also made in the same way and invoice is displayed. This gives the detailed report of stock in hand, ordered and sales amount, demand for any given stock within a date range and any particular locations. The link for the report is at Inventory Report Stock Status. This gives detailed overview of all stock items where they can be managed by editing and deleting. Follow the link. Inventory Reports Stock Details. It shows amount of stock in hand, know of items on sales and purchase for each item. Each stock item is either of three types: I.E. purchase, service, and manufactured. Stock summary is the very essential report for tracking the stock status in terms of quantity as well as value at the end of a certain period. The link is found at Inventory Report Stock Summary. To go to batch tracking, follow the link. Inventory Reports Batch Tracking. Select values and date range and click on Show to view report. For help and support, please contact 1-800-103-8601.